Hi, I'm Dr. Marc Sklar and welcome to Fertility TV. In this episode, I'm talking about implantation and how you can improve it. So stay with me. Hi, I'm Dr. Marc Sklar. Welcome back to Fertility TV. I work with couples from all over the world, and if you want to work with me personally one-on-one or with one of my online fertility programs, then click on this little eye right here to get that information. Okay, so we're talking about implantation. I like to think of this as the magic that our body does that we have very little knowledge about or very little influence about. It is a magical process. For all the things that we try to control, try to influence, either naturally or through IUI or IVF, implantation is still that one piece that your body has to do on its own. So it could also possibly be the most important piece, because without that little piece of implantation, I say little, it's not so little, it's a big piece. The big piece of implantation, pregnancy is not going to happen. So, first thing is that there's very little information about how this works, but I do believe that implantation is not just, and I know that it just doesn't happen in one day or one moment or even 1 week. It's a process, and I think of it of actually happening throughout much of your first trimester. Okay, so implantation can also be that missing link or that key that's going to help those women who've had a miscarriage or a pregnancy loss. So if you've had that a recurrent pregnancy loss, then implantation could be that one thing that we really need to look at to influence your successful pregnancy. And then how can we find out if we might be prone to a miscarriage or if we think that maybe implantation could be something we don't have to worry about? Well, I think the key to that is the information that your menstrual cycle tells you, and specifically your menstruation. If you've got a good healthy bleed, it lasts for anywhere from 3 to 5 days, heavier in the beginning, and then it tapers from there. It's not excessively heavy, bright red blood, no clots, no pain. Those are the sorts of things that are going to tell you if you've got a healthy menstrual cycle or menstruation, and if we need to influence that in any way. And I do think that if you have a healthy menstruation, that the likelihood of implantation happening easier for you is much higher. So how can we influence implantation to our benefit? Well, first, we know that magic thing that happens called implantation, there is this immune response that occurs. So anytime anything's trying to get into our body, including a fetus, the body views it as a foreign object, and your immune system is activated. If we can kind of support our immune system and not make it hypersensitive, then we have a higher likelihood of implantation actually occurring and holding on to a healthy pregnancy. We also know that increased amount of stress will also increase your chance of a miscarriage, which shows us that implantation is being affected. So we've got to manage your stress so that we can improve implantation. 3, exercise. During that 2-week wait, that luteal phase, and when you know that you're about to take a pregnancy test, it's not the time for us to be going crazy with extreme exercising. We want to be nice to our body. I like to think of it as this: if you were pregnant, would you be doing this? And typically, if that answer is no, then you shouldn't be doing it before you get pregnant. I often get asked this question about, do pineapples help with implantation? I've read or I've heard, the old wives' tale of pineapples supporting and improving implantation. I have to tell you that I believe it's exactly that, an old wives' tale. I've looked and looked and looked for the research that supports this, and I cannot find it anywhere. So do I think it's harmful for you to have pineapples after ovulation? Not necessarily, but I wouldn't, overdo it, because that can absolutely upset your stomach. And I don't know how much it's actually going to help, but if you take it in moderation, I don't think it's going to hurt. I will say that the thing you do need to eat if you're going to do this with regards to the pineapple is the core. It's not so much the actual fruit itself, it's the core of the pineapple. So make sure you're at least eating the core of the pineapple. And I might spread that out over like 3 or 4 days in terms of a whole pineapple. But enough about pineapples. And then back to your menstruation. If we know that your menstruation is not ideal, then we want to improve your bleed. We want to improve the menstruation itself so that we can have a healthy 3 to 5 day flow, bright red, no clots, no pain. If we can do that, then I do also believe that we're improving your ability to hold a pregnancy and increase your ability for implantation. So if you want to improve your implantation, then I think this free PDF that I created, this home therapy guide, is going to be the one that does it. If you want it, click right here. Actually, I want you to click on it and find the information that you think is valuable in that and start to implement it into your life so that you can increase, improve, and influence your implantation. If you found this video useful, then give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to get the latest videos that are coming out. And if you want all the information that I shared in this video and the links associated with them, then click on the link in the description below, and that will take you straight to my blog post. Until my next video. Are you looking for more information on how to improve your fertility, tips, useful information, how-tos, words of encouragement? Then you need to be part of my community. You can sign up for my newsletter right here.